Hello everyone, welcome you once again. So today in this video I'm going to explain you about congruent triangles. So let's get started. So first of all I'll tell you about what are the congruent figures. Objects which have same shape and size are called congruent objects. And the relation between the two objects being congruent is called congruence. Like this, if two triangles are same, that means they are having equal sides. If two circles are same, like this, if I'll draw two circles, if I can say that these are the two congruent circles, that means the radius of these circles are equal. Right. In this way, we can check any of the figure. If two figures are congruent, that means they are having equal measurements like length, breadth, height. So we can check any of the figure can be congruent to each other according to their measurements. So now we have to start how to check the congruence of triangles. Two triangles are congruent if the pair of corresponding sides and corresponding angles are equal. Right. So let's check if we are having two triangles like this. So how we can check these two triangles are congruent to each other? Is it necessary to verify that all the six conditions, that means all the three angles and all the three sides are equal? No, it is not. It is observed that when some of the condition hold good in other conditions are found to be true automatically. The least possible number of conditions that are sufficient to establish the congruence to triangles are. That means if the measure of three corresponding sides like this, S, S, S. That means three sides of this triangle are equal to the corresponding side of this triangles are equal, then we can say that triangles are congruent. If the measure of two corresponding side and including angle are equal, that means two sides and including angle. So we can say that triangles are congruent. The third condition is if there are two corresponding angles and the included side, angle, side, angle, then we can say that triangles are congruent. And the fourth one is one right angle and the measure of one side and the hypotenuse of the triangle are equal. That is called RHS. Here the right angle, hypotenuse and one of the side is equal to the corresponding sides of the other triangle. So we can say that triangles are congruent. So these are the four basic criteria of the congruency. Side, 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 angle, angle, and right angle, hypotenuse and side. So let's try to solve some few examples on the basis of the first criteria, that is SSS, that means side, side, side. So let's take first example. It is given that if AB is equal to CD and BC is equal to AD. So these symbols means these are showing the equal sides. So it is given AB is equal to CD and BC is equal to AD. We have to show that these two triangles, that means triangle ADC, congruent to triangle ABC. So first of all, we'll start with the given triangles. So in triangle ADC and triangle CBA. So these are the two triangles given. So now we'll write down the given conditions. First one is DC is equal to BA. This one is given. So we'll write down the reason after it. We are writing this because it is given. Fine. The second condition is AD is equal to CB. This is also given. So now we have to check the third condition, because according to the congruency we have to show at least three corresponding parts are equal to the other triangle. So 2 are given and we have to check which is the third one. So now here we can check AC is the side which is common in both the triangles. If the side is common, that must be equal. So here we'll write down AC is equal to AC. So that is common. So we'll write down here reason. This is common side, so that's why it is equal. So now we can say that. So the given triangle ADC congruent to triangle CBA, and now we have to write down which congruence criteria. According to which congruence criteria we can say that these triangles are congruent. So that is SSS, because the 3 side of this triangle is equal to the corresponding 3 sides of this triangle. So that means this triangle is congruent by SSS congruence criteria. So now example number 2. Here we have to check if this triangle is congruent by SSS congruence condition. If yes, you have to write down the triangle in symbolic form. So what we have to do? We have to check the corresponding parts. Are they equal? So here we can check PQ is equal to PR. Why? Because it is 3.5 centimeter. Both are 3.5. So here QS is given 2 centimeter. This is also 2 centimeter. So we can write down QS is equal to RS. This is 2 centimeter. Right. And the third one is PS, which is common side. So here we'll write down PS is equal to PS, which is equal to 2.5 centimeter. So all the 3 sides are equal. So we can say that yes, these triangles are congruent by SSS. So how we'll write down the name? So yes, triangle PQS is congruent to triangle. How we'll write down? Now corresponding parts we need to check. In front of P, here is P. Q, here is R. So we can write down at the place of Q, we'll write down R. And at the place of S, there is S again. So the name of the triangle is PRS by SSS congruence criteria. Here in the symbolic form, we have to write down the corresponding part and the name of the triangles. Now let's start the next criteria. SAS. That means side angle side. In this criteria, 2 triangles are congruent if 2 sides and the included angle of one triangle are equal to the 2 corresponding side and the included angle of the other triangle. So this is called SAS congruence condition. So let's try to solve few sums based on this criteria. So here we can take one triangle, that is ABC. A, B, C. In this triangle, it is given that AB is equal to AC and next it is given these 2 angles are equal. Right. We have to show that these triangles are congruent. So first of all, we are going to write down the name of the triangles. You have to recognize with the symbols also. These are the same symbols, that means these 2 sides are equal. These are same symbols, that means these 2 angles are also equal. Right. So first of all, we'll write down in triangle. Let's take this point D. In triangle ABD and triangle ACD. So we have taken 2 triangles. So first of all, I'm going to write down the given condition. AB is equal to AC. This is given. So here we'll write down the reason. The next one is this angle is equal to this. You can write down the full name. Angle BAD is equal to angle CAD. In the other form, you can label these diagrams 1 and 2. Here we can write down angle 1 is equal to angle 2. Why? because this is also given. So now we have to find out the third condition. These type of questions, two conditions are already given. You just have to check out the third condition. So here we can say that AD is equal to AD. That is common. So common side is always equal. So now the three conditions are there. So now we can say that triangle ABD congruent to triangle ACD by, now you have to check. We have proved that AB is equal to AC this side. After that, next angle, this one and this side. That means two side and the included angle. So here SAS congruence condition. So always if two side and included angle is equal to the other two side, corresponding two side and the included angle of the other triangle, so SAS condition verify. So now third condition, ASA means two triangles are congruent if two angle and the included side of one triangle are respectively equal to the two angles and the included side of the other triangle. That is called ASA congruence condition. That means you have to take two angles and the included side. Right. So let's try to solve one of the example based on this criteria. So here we can take, let's draw one diagram of the triangle. So first of all, I'm going to label it. That is X, this is S, this is Q, P, R. So now according to the labeling, you can easily say that these two angles are equal and these two angles are equal. We just have to prove that the triangles are congruent or not. So again with the same criteria, first of all, I'm going to write in triangle PQS and triangle RQS. So I have taken the two triangles. So here we have to use the conditions which is given. So simply I'm going to label it again. So PQS is the upper triangle and RQS is the lower triangle. So here we can write down. In PQS, angle 1 is equal to angle 2. Why? Same way it is given. So whatever the conditions are given according to the statement, you can simply write down these conditions are given. So angle 3 is equal to angle 4. This is also given. So simply write down, given. So now the third, again QS is common in both the triangles. So here we'll write down QS is equal to QS, that is common. So two triangles are congruent. According to the three corresponding part, we can easily say that triangles are congruent. But here you have to check which criteria you are using it. RQS. So here angle, then side and the other angle. That means the side you are taking and both the angles are the endpoints of the same side. So angle, side, angle. This is the criteria on which basis you are saying that these two triangles are congruent. So two angles and the included side is equal to the corresponding two angles and the included side of other triangle. So we can say that triangles are congruent. So now criteria number 4, that is RHS. That means two right angle triangles are congruent if the hypotenuse and one side of the one triangle are respectively equal to the hypotenuse and the corresponding side of other triangle. That means if both are right angle triangle, that means in both the triangles having 90-degree angle. So 90-degree angle must be equal to each other. Then the hypotenuse must be equal and in between the base and perpendicular, any one of the side is equal to the corresponding side of other triangle. So in this basis, you can say that two triangles are congruent by RHS. So let's take one example. So I'm going to draw one of the diagram. So here we can take triangle, that is P, Q, R and S. So this is right angle. So now we are having two right angle triangles, that is PQS and PRS. So we have to show that these two triangles are congruent or not. So here it is given PQ is equal to PR. This is an isosceles triangle. So PQ is equal to PR and you have to show that these two triangles are congruent or not. So let's check. So same way, I'm going to write down the name of the triangle. So in triangle PQS and triangle PRS. So two triangles are there. So first of all, I'm using the given conditions, that is PQ is equal to PR. This is given. So I'm writing the reason. So it is given. So next condition is 90-degree angle. So first of all, label the diagrams. Label the angles please. Angle 1 is equal to angle 2 by 90-degree angles. These are 90-degree. Right. What about the third condition? Same, PS is equal to PS. That is common side. So the three conditions are there now. So now, according to this diagram, PQ and PR are the hypotenuse of the both right angle triangle. 190-degree angle which is equal, and now PS is the perpendicular. So right angle, hypotenuse and side. So according to this criteria, triangles are congruent. PRS according to RHS. So these are the four criteria of the congruency. So now let's solve one more example. Now I'm not going to tell you that which criteria you have to use in this diagram. So here there is a diagram. So there are two triangles PRQ and TSQ. According to the diagram, you can easily identify that PQ is equal to QS and angle P is equal to angle S according to the labeling or symbols. So now you have to show that these two triangles are congruent. So let's write down first the name of triangles. So in triangle PQR and triangle SQT. So I've taken both the triangles. So now I'm going to write down the given conditions. So here it is PQ is equal to SQ. It is given. So simply write down given. The next condition it is given, that is angle P is equal to angle S. This is also given. So for this we need to check the third condition. So one side is equal, one angle is equal. So sides, though we can't say that these are equal because nothing is given. But we know that vertically opposite angles are always equal. We know that. So we'll write down angle 2 is equal to angle 1. Why? Because these are vertically opposite angle. So three conditions are there. You can write down that these two triangles are congruent. But which criteria I have used here? SQT by, you know that angle. This angle I have written, this is equal. After that, this side and this angle. So that means I have taken this side and both the angle on that side. So here we can write down angle, side, angle. So on this basis, you can easily write down that the triangles are congruent, and you have to identify that which criteria you are going to use in that. right? Now next condition we are having CPCT, which I am going to tell you now. CPCT. Now what is CPCT? CPCT means the corresponding part of congruent triangle that are always equal. That means if the triangles are congruent, you can say that the remaining part of that triangles are also equal. Right. You have to use this rule after proving the triangles congruent. That means if triangle ABC is congruent to triangle DEF, you have already proved. That means we can say that the remaining part of the triangles are also equal. So here we can say that angle B is equal to angle E by CPCT. That means these are the corresponding part of congruent triangles. These are equal. Right. B is on the second place. Here E is also on the second place. That means angle B is equal to angle E, because E is the corresponding part of, this is the corresponding angle of B. So in this way, if we are taking AC, then the corresponding A is at the first place, C is at the last place. So here we can take D and F. So AC is equal to DF. How? Same way, by CPCT. So, but you have to use this rule after proving the triangles congruent, not before that. So let's solve one more example. So let's take one example. Here we have taken ABC is an isosceles triangle with AB is equal to AC. Here we have to show that angle B is equal to angle C. So what we have to do? So anyone? So what we have to do? Look at here. So what I have done? I have drawn one perpendicular bisector of BC. So let's write down in triangle ABD and triangle ACD. So I have taken both the triangles. So here it is given AB is equal to AC. Why? Given. Right. So here angle 1 is equal to angle 2, that is 90 degree, and the third condition is AD is equal to AD, that is common. Right. So three conditions are there. So here we can write down triangle ABD congruent to triangle ACD. Which criteria? Hypotenuse is equal, 90 degree angle is equal, one of the side is equal. Same RHS. Right. Triangles are congruent by RHS. But they have asked you need to prove it that angle B is equal to angle C. So now we can simply write down angle B is equal to angle C. Why? Because CPCT. That means these are the corresponding part of congruent triangles.